and 4. Bonus has the green flag, and we're underway for 12 laps.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an exciting race. Tim already, Shelby Chisholm out to the front. Emma McMillan, she's been really strong in these last couple of weeks.
Up in front, the 92 of Emma McMillan is your second place driver, but under fire from Bristol Matthews. Matthews goes to the inside and looks to pick up the runner-up.
This is a really cool place to be hanging out, especially when you get to be here by yourself. Scotia Speedway, very generous with their time here to help us highlight a real racer with an amazing future ahead of her. Bristol Matthews here at Scotia Speedway.
You've got Dave Matthews in Bristol. Thank you so much for inviting us into your shop. This is really pretty cool.
Thank you for having us.
Now, how long have you been racing?
4 years.
4 years? Well, how old are you?
11.
You're 11. So you started when you were 7?
Oh, no, sorry. I meant...
This will be your 4th season.
Yeah,
This will be your 4th season,
yeah.
okay. So why did you decide you wanted to race? What was it that made you want to get behind your car's wheel and race around the track?
My dad, he's been racing for a while, and I've always been watching him, so...
Okay.
That's what got me into racing.
So what kind of car do you race?
A Bandelero.
A Bandelero. Okay, so tell me a little bit about what your race car is. What kind of car is it?
It's a 30 horsepower Briggs & Stratton and with Hoosier tires.
Last year, the 3rd year of your racing, how many races did you win?
I think 7.
7 races in total? That's pretty impressive. But didn't you win the championship for your class?
Yeah.
So what class was it?
Beginners.
So the beginners class, and you got to be the champ.
Yeah.
And what did that mean? Well, how did that feel for you?
It was exciting because it was like one of my first times of winning because the whole year I got a podium.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have a driver's license?
No.
What do you mean no? You're allowed to race without a driver's license?
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you learn to drive?
I guess since...
Birth.
Yeah. Yeah, since I can remember. I've been driving everything from like electric 4-wheelers to gas 4-wheelers, side-by-sides.
And that must have been quite exciting to know you were moving from those types of vehicles to your race car.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is purpose-built.
Yeah.
Purpose-built.
A big difference.
So do you have lessons? Is there ever someone that teaches you about driving?
No, but Daddy's always just been telling me about stuff, and I just learn from all the little things he tells me.
Learn from doing.
Yeah. There's no engine under here.
No, the engine's in the back of it.
So what's under this piece right here?
So it's just like the inside of the wheels, pedals, brake fluid, and stuff.
What I was surprised by is you have 2 cars. So tell me, why do you have 2 cars?
This one's like our home track, so the setup doesn't really need to change. But this one's our away cars, so then, because we go to different tracks all around the Maritime, so we can change this one for different setups. So then I'm used to that one changing, but then this one is just, I don't change it, so it's...
So Bristol, this is the one that helped you get the championship.
Yeah.
Well, I would love this one too, but they're both number 99, so people know who you are. So on race day, are you going around and checking all the tires? Is that your job?
Yeah, you check the tires, check the tire pressures, make sure these are tight.
And you say the away car is different. So do you run different tire pressures for different tracks?
Yeah, different tire pressures, yeah.
And how do you know what it is? How do you know what to pick?
Just Daddy, he knows.
Practice.
Stuff. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
All right, so let's roll this off, I guess.
Yep.
It's just gonna go back.
Okay. This has been, a learning experience, and over years, how do you guide your daughter? How do you teach her when it's really a solo sport on the track? That moment, it's all driver.
Well, I can be pretty hot-headed sometimes, and as many years as I've raced, I try to be a little better now with a kid, and and set somewhat of an example. But I'm still passionate about racing, and if I see something out there that I don't like, I have a hard time shutting my mouth about it. But she's a better person than I am, the way she carries herself at the racetrack, and I'm so proud of her. I think I'm more nervous about her going up than I am ever getting in my car. Like, you know, it's a different feeling, but at the same time, it's the same feeling because she's out there and I'm watching her, and you know, it's nice to take a step back from my car and just commit to her and help her out, right? We had a great season last year. It was just amazing, you know. I don't know if we'll ever have a season like that again, but at least we had one. And for her to get the championship at a track that I've been racing 20 years, at 10 years old, is so awesome.
Very cool, very cool. So what's your favorite part of the track?
Probably on the track and in the pits when we hang out and have barbecues.
That's pretty awesome too. Yeah. Does it feel like a big family at the track? Yeah. You have friends that you only ever see a race weekend and.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretty helpful, you know, with gearing and knowledge and stuff. Because I mean, you know, I'm just getting into this. I know we're 3 years in. This will be our 4th year, but I've been running these for 20 years, so that's a whole new world for me.
Yeah.
But to step back last year and only run this some and commit to her here and for her to have the season she had, definitely rewarding. You know?
Absolutely.
It's hard not to bring my car to the track because I love racing.
Yeah.
I'm just getting old and tired and can't lift and load and lug and do both cars all the time, right?
True enough. So I want to ask your dad a question. Have you ever told her where the name Bristol came from?
Yeah, she knows where it came from.
And did you know that the track in Antigonish is actually a 1/3 mile replica of the Bristol Speedway? You didn't know that?
It's a mini Bristol.
It's a mini Bristol. And when you decided that you wanted to race this car, and what did your friends say? Do they know that you're a champion race car driver?
I'm not too loud about it. I kind of just, I say to them, but not blurt it out loud.
Off now, I think. Ready? Ready?
The Bandelero has landed.
Lots of stickers, but these are special. Tell me why.
So these are all our sponsors that have helped us throughout the year. This is Sartee Siding, Tidal Bowl Rafting, Procrete, Smitco Flooring. They've all helped us through the season.
So do you, I mean, if you're in NASCAR, you're supposed to drink milk and say thanks to all your sponsors. Do you get a chance to do that while you're on the track and after a race and you win?
Yeah, you get to thank your sponsors.
Or on your social media, or when you post something about them? And the stickers that are along the window, tell me about those.
So these mean like every time you pass through tech on a race day, you get a sticker.
Oh, so that means they knew you went through tech?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the race season already started for you, did it?
Yeah.
And you went up to New Brunswick.
Yeah, we did.
And how'd it go?
Good. We got 3rd in the heat.
Okay.
We won the feature. So
We're good.
Yeah.
So you're already starting the year with some wins, some W's.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the points count up there at this track? Is it a season-wide thing?
Petty has their own point system, and then Scotia has their point system.
Right.
I know that I know about Scotia's point system. I'm not too sure about Petty's.
Okay. So how soon to your first race here?
I think next weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. You're all ready to be the defending points champion.
Yeah.
Yes. So what class are you going to run in this year?
We're running an outlaw.
So is that a class, a higher class than
Yeah,
last?
that's a higher class.
Right.
Yeah.
So it'll be kids a little bit older, a little more experience?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're ready to take on all comers, as they say?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You should go take a look at some of the other parts of the car. What's your favorite thing about this car?
Probably the hood.
Why is that?
Because every time I win a race, there should be stickers on that side of the feature winner.
Oh, so that's what signifies this is a feature winning car. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Maritime Auto Glass, did they put the glass in it?
I don't think so. That's the racetrack's sponsor. So,
Oh, okay. So there's different.
They sponsor the Bandelero class.
Oh, so do you have to go and knock on doors and ask people to sponsor, or do they come to you and go, since you were the series champ, you deserve our money?
No, I think this is our third time we write out a sheet and just say about me and just ask them for some sponsors. You pass them around to a couple companies like Sardi Siding, Tidal Board Rafting, Smithco Flooring. I'm gonna go grab the race bags.
I got the bags right here, honey.
Okay.
She's got work to do.
Here's yours.
If I put the suit on, it's gonna be hard with the...
Yeah, we'll just do your tire pressure and stuff and then warm her up.
So anything to do with the very first race of the season? Anything special you have to do with the car?
I guess, well, nut and bolted, go over that, make sure everything's tight. There was a control arm that was loosened off there last year. There's a couple bolts that seem to sometimes loosen off, so I just checked those. Yeah, we went to New Brunswick there and get up there and had all year to work on the car.
Yeah.
And she was going out for the feature, and I realized that we were in Shediac the last race last year, and I changed the gear, never changed it back, so we had the wrong gear in up there. So she got pretty lucky to do as well as she did with the slower gear in it, right?
Right. So
Because Shediac's such a bigger track, so it wasn't revved up, didn't really have much out of the turn. But she maintained anyway.
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Did you say this is 20 horsepower?
30.
30 horsepower. That's 10 more. You don't have to go and fuel up in the middle of a race for Scotia Speedway, do you?
No.
No, not in the race, so you have to fuel up between. Where is the fuel tank?
It's back behind there.
Whoa, that looks like it's not at all convenient, not easy to get to.
No, it's not too convenient. We struggle a little bit to just even opening it. You can open it easy, but it's hard to close it and just, yeah.
So how do you, like a gas jug, is that how you have to try and...
Yeah, just the normal gas jug.
Right.
So what is that contraption for?
So if you jack these cars up, it will put tension on the crank and the chain and tighten it up, and sometimes we'll bend that.
Right.
So you put these blocks underneath the axle, so when you lift it, it takes the weight and load off the chain in the engine, basically.
So it's a transport.
And it wouldn't be the first time that I left these in there, or anybody else to, you see blocks out in the track sometimes, so that's why I put them on these, and
Then you'll know.
I try to remember, right? But yeah, crew chief definitely messed up the first weekend by not having the right gear in the car.
Well, she won anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we can see the engine in here.
Yeah.
And so this was your first engine.
Yes, it was.
I think it's got some problems.
Yeah, it blowed up, so
So these engines, you can't work on them, can you?
No, it's pretty sealed. There's not
Yeah,
really
see the little
change.
seal here on them.
Yeah.
And so where do you get them? Where do you have to buy them?
You buy them from 660.
Okay. And they
INAX.
INAX.
INAX 60.
and they ship them up, and then you put them in, and that's it. You can't do anything to them. You can't change them.
You can't really change the engines, but change the oil and
Right.
you can
service
change the
spark plug and the
yeah, the filter down there.
right. I'm really quite surprised with the Scooby-Doo. Are you a fan of Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
So tell me about the colors, and did you get to pick them out? A little bit?
Yeah. So me and my dad had a few ideas of we had a theme like our truck, and then a theme of the Mystery Machine, and then this car is themed like our truck and the Mystery Machine combined.
So do all the drivers, all the racers pick a theme, or are you guys just really, really keen on Scooby-Doo?
We just really like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah? So you still watch the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geared up. So that we just put this new seat in there over the winter.
Okay.
A nice full containment, so it'd be good to get a little feel of how it is.
Snug as a bug.
Is there more girls and boys racing right now
Yeah.
in your class, in that division?
Yeah.
So what's that like? How do you guys get along? How do the racers get along? Are they your friends? Or do you just know them from the track?
I just know them from the track.
Everybody's a friend before the before the green flag, though, right? And then once you're on the track, you're racing.
How do you feel?
Good.
Good? All right. Fire up.
So, grade 5 this year. And you're going to be spending a lot of your summer at the racetrack. We're just a few months away from racing.
Yeah.
Are you getting excited?
Yeah.
So is there pressure on you now that you're a champ to come back and win? Do you feel that?
No.
No.
Just because it's like I was in beginners, so if I would be in beginners again, it'd be more pressure. But since I'm going to outlaw, it's basically just starting over kind of.
So going into outlaw.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? Is it the age of the driver? The cars are the same, are they?
Is
there a little difference?
The experience.
Okay, so you wouldn't be racing against newbies. You'd be racing against the
Like
same...
people that have been racing for a few years.
So do you think it started to feel better as you got going, or
Yeah.
as soon as you went out?
I think I just felt better when I got going.
Okay.
So how important is that, Dad, the feedback?
Well, it definitely helps with progressing. You know, the first couple of years I didn't expect much feedback really. And even now, like, just that little bit of, if she can notice a difference, like she definitely noticed the difference between the two cars, but just that little bit of feedback on, you know, was it better when you started the race, or did it feel like it got better as the race progressed? So it helps with tire pressures and everything, right? But I feel that will come even more after this year.
Yeah.
You know, just from the speed she's gaining and everything, right?
Go fast, turn left.
Yeah, that's...
But it's not that simple, is it?
No.
No, I didn't think. And what does it feel like to be in a crash? It's got to be a little bit scary at times.
Your head goes back and forth, but usually, I guess, I blink and then it's kind of like over. Like, when you crash, you basically, you shake your wheels, just get it started. If you think there's something wrong, go up.
Oh, so you mean you turn back and forth to make sure nothing's broken or hooked or caught? Okay.
Yeah.
And that must be good to know, oh, I got out of this one, okay, I'm good to go?
Yeah.
Right. And then the yellow flag goes back and then the green flag comes out.
Yep.
Does it change do you change your plan after a crash? Does it ever change your mind about how to drive?
No, I try not to think too much of it, just because if I just keep thinking about it, then that's all we'll be thinking about.
There's some great advice there for just not just racing. I think that's pretty awesome. You truly do love this sport?
Yeah.
So what do you think the long term would be? Do you ever want to drive one of your dad's cars?
I want to go into my dad's cars or NASCAR.
NASCAR? That would be pretty impressive. Do you watch NASCAR on television?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite driver?
Logano and Kyle Busch.
Oh, of course, Kyle Busch, right? Yeah.
Ready for this? I guess so. Okay. Figure out how to climb in. Right now. Anyone go? It is out of a bus. The only thing I worry about, Joe, is if I give it to her and ready? I'm ready.
This is a nice looking car. I'm sure you had lots of people take their pictures of this car.
Yeah.
Do they often ask you for your autograph?
At FanFest they did.
FanFest, what's that?
So Scotia Speed World, like every year, I think, has like Fan Fest where you take your car out, they get to look at it and sit in it and stuff.
So other kids get to sit in it and
Yeah.
get to dream what it's like to be a champion race car driver. That's pretty awesome. You're an icon. You're an inspiration, I'm sure.
Thank you.
And you're allowed to race in this division
Till you're 16.
And then what? Then what happens? Do you just have to park the car or sell it or find a new car, a different class?
Well, you could go into mini stocks, legend cars, or pro stock.
Okay. And that's Dad.
Yeah, me.
And you. And where's this guy?
That's inside. We bring him every time for kiddie rides, and he sits in the back. It's pretty big.
Ruh-roh. I see a sticker here. We call this show Maritime Machines because we like to say it connects the past, the present, the future. We know your future is racing and winning. And the car, you said someone else had the car before you?
Yeah.
So it did have some time on the track. I'm guessing they weren't They weren't champs like you.
I'm not quite sure.
And this sticker, in memory of Narda Matthews.
That's my dad's mom.
Yeah.
My gram. She passed away, I think, 2020.
Sorry to hear that.
So we have a sticker.
So she gets to ride around the track with you?
Yeah.
So she got to see you go on the track, I heard.
Yeah.
That's pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good job. I really couldn't catch you for a while because you could cut the turn, and I was giving it to her down the straightaway trying to get in. Then you pulled me on the turn. I really had to drive, and I didn't want to lose Sheldon out of the back. He was hanging on.
Yeah, I don't think I was going too fast either. I was just like...
You're just going easy.
Yeah.
A little trickier getting out of that seat.
A little bit.
Just have to wiggle your way out. You'll get used to it more and more as you use that seat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good job. Yeah. There's one over there. All right, you did a hug. Good job. Oh, yeah. That was fun, eh?
Yeah.
What's the racing pose? What do you do when you win?
I usually kneel down like this
Okay.
when I win. I kneel down by my car, and then they take a picture.
There we go.
Like that.
Winner, winner. I don't know, thumbs maybe.
Yeah, I do
make it
this.
look- Ah,
I do this.
that's it. Number one. I'm realizing I'm not 11, and this is hard on my knee.